Hello, I'm Bob Wood, behavior analyst and professional coach to businessmen and women. I coach talent awareness in yourself and others to gain wisdom and value in everything you do, even if you have personal and professional success in your life. Talent awareness is what the very best coaches in sports have with their players. They know exactly when and how to use their players' best abilities to gain advantage and to win. I coach businessmen and women to do the same thing with their own natural thinking talents and of those around them to win in their own lives. I began my coaching career on the football field at age 22. I had just graduated from West Point after playing 4 years of Army football and was a graduate assistant. I graduated with an aerospace engineering degree and was commissioned as an officer in the United States Army. I learned a lot about leadership and the importance of character at West Point. We live by the motto, duty, honor, country. And I've lived by that for the past 30 years through my military and business careers. My wife of 25 years and both of my daughters, who are now in college, understand the importance of character, freedom, and American values. My oldest daughter is at the University of Central Florida, and my youngest is 31 years behind me in her junior year at West Point and plays for the Army volleyball team. As a lieutenant and captain in the Army, I was a helicopter pilot and commanded troops in peacetime, stationed in Hawaii and deployed throughout the Pacific in exercises that really we hope would never come to reality. And they didn't for me. I got out right before the Gulf War. But what I learned about people in the Army and their strengths and limitations, as well as my own talents and tendencies, was invaluable for the business world. The Army for me was a great place to start, but my entrepreneurial motivations made the business world look more intriguing, so I left the Army and began my business career. I worked for 2 companies after leaving the military, before starting my own companies. I was a sales manager, a sales engineer really, for a large $2 billion company, and then moved to a very small $6 million company that I helped grow to $25 million over the next 10 years. I progressed in that company from salesperson to vice president and chief operating officer. I started my own sales and manufacturing company after that. When I began to have employees of my own, I hired a behavioral consultant to evaluate a problem employee that I had. He started by assessing me, and it turns out that I was part of the problem, being so black and white and holding the same high standard of achievement and character for my employees that I hold for myself. I probably knew this about myself and was proud of my high standard of excellence. For me, you were either 100% or you weren't. It was black or white. I didn't give any credit to people for being on their way there or almost there, which is really the practical reality of the situation. But I felt if I was to accept a performance that was less than excellent, I was compromising my character and values. You may work for a boss like this, which is very difficult, or maybe you're this way yourself. I realize now my brain works like this, and it is often impractical. But wisdom about myself and others also tells me that holding a more practical standard of performance is not a compromise to my character and values. I learned this about myself after I took my consultant's online assessment, and he told me exactly how I was thinking and how some of this thinking was limiting me, and at other times it was my greatest strength. My problem employee also took the assessment, and I gained the same insight about him, how to manage and motivate him, and I was amazed and intrigued by the knowledge and wisdom that we could gain from a simple 30-minute behavioral assessment. So much so that I hired my consultant later to train me as a professional behavior analyst like he was. I became certified as a behavior and values analyst, and since then I've been trained and certified as a coach in the science of axiology. It's really called formal axiology, which is my real passion and expertise. This is the science of how we think and make decisions. I have since transitioned out of my other businesses in manufacturing, design, and consulting to my coaching and recruiting business using the science of formal axiology, which continues to amaze and intrigue me about its accuracy and value. I work with the very best scientists in the industry who continue to research and develop the science into practical applications in business and everyday life. I learn a lot from them, but I learn the most from businessmen and women like yourself, whom I work with and who apply the wisdom they learn about themselves to enrich their business and personal lives. This is what I call talent awareness in yourself and others. It gives you great wisdom about yourself and others and how to tap into it, giving you power and freedom to direct your life toward your passions and your purpose in life. You no longer accept the life that others are influencing or directing for you because you know yourself better than anyone else, your talents and strengths and weaknesses, which gives you the confidence to make bold decisions to win in your life. When you go through my coaching program with me, you will know yourself and have great wisdom about yourself and others in your life to make value-driven decisions to win in your personal and professional life. Just as sports coaches know how and when to use the strengths and abilities of their players to win. If you'd like to learn more about our coaching programs, products, and services, please give us a call or click on the appropriate links below. We look forward to hearing from you, and please help yourself to any of the other educational videos on the website with subjects ranging from coaching to recruiting and the science of formal axiology, or how we think and make decisions. This is Bob Wood with Talent Pros International and Character to Win Coaching, striving with you to become a leader of character.